Hey, it's Michael Greenspan here to talk about what is the best treatment for a stiff neck. Many of you are sitting with stiff necks, headaches, pain in your neck, arms shooting down your hands, wondering what's the best treatment to do. There's so many different options, there's so many different treatments out there, and it often gets really confusing, right? So maybe you've tried even many treatments and have failed, and they really haven't given you the results that you want. So I'm here to talk about not only what my opinion is for the best treatment for your stiff neck, also what it takes to actually get rid of it for good, to fix it and eliminate it for good, not just manage it. It's not just one type of treatment. You have to take a holistic, all-encompassing, total body approach to really get rid of your neck pain, your back pain, etc. for good. So the source of most pain, in my opinion, are muscle imbalances. However, the best treatment, number one, to put out the fire that you're feeling, the instant pain right away, the instant pain in the moment, the fire going into your stiff neck, the fire going up into that headache behind your eye because you want relief right away, are trigger points. And trigger point therapy, namely neuromuscular therapy, that we also offer as well at our clinic, and you can also self-treat at home, I believe is the most effective type of treatment to get rid of your pain in the moment, because studies and science prove trigger points are at the root cause of your pain 80+% of the time. The root cause meaning what's directly giving you that pain in the moment. That doesn't mean the root source and cause to get rid of it for good, but to get rid of it in the moment and give you relief. It's very often trigger points that are firing, causing you pain in the moment. So that's number one. Number two is muscle imbalances, postural distortion. You gotta fix your muscle imbalances. And in my judgment, my opinion, muscle imbalances are really the most root cause of most pain. So you have to do a muscle balance therapy program, which is specific muscle balance, postural correcting type of exercises, not boilerplate exercises that somebody would give you that would be good for everybody. These exercises have to be unique to your posture, your rotations, your specific pain, and your alignment. Because one type of exercise may be great for you, but the next one may be terrible for the next person. So you really have to have a customized postural alignment program specifically for you. So what are muscle imbalances? You see, muscles work together. They're like a married couple. So you have muscles, let's say, on the front of your neck and the back of your neck, and you have muscles on the front of your chest and then right behind your chest, which is your upper back. Those work hand in hand. So when one side is getting strong and tight, the other side's getting elongated and weaker. So a balance is when you have good strength, good flexibility on both sides of the joint, both sides of your body, so that it can function in a healthy way in your everyday life. For instance, from sitting a lot, your pecs get really tight and short. That means there's a muscle imbalance, because then the opposite, they call it antagonist, but really it's the opposite side. The opposite is, if this front side is getting short and tight, the opposite must be getting overstretched and weak, which is the opposite of short and tight. It's the same thing you hear with a lot of cyclists and runners with their hip flexors on the front of their thighs. When you overuse your hip flexors, which is the front, they're going to get short and tight. The other side, your hamstrings, are going to get elongated and weak. So the same thing happens with your neck, your stiff neck. What happens is your neck comes forward head posture. That's the tendency because of gravity. There's a muscle imbalance. All these muscles in the front of your neck are pulling you forward, getting short and tight. That means that the muscles in the back of your neck are doing what? They're doing the opposite. They're getting elongated and weak. But you see, elongated and weak still gives you pain. It still gives you a stiffness in your neck. So you need to get a balance with the right exercises that bring your neck in alignment, bring your head back over your shoulder, release the front tight, shortened muscles, and bring the back ones back into their normal resting length alignment. The same thing holds true for the whole rest of your body, yet we're talking about your stiff neck. Number 3, you got to do flexibility exercises after releasing your trigger points and while you're doing muscle balance exercises. 2 and 3 can work together just fine. So the right flexibility exercises for your neck need to really stretch the short, tight muscles of the front of your neck. That's the secret, not the overstretched long muscles of the back of your neck. 99% of people think that they should just stretch the back of their neck. But what happens when you stretch a muscle in the back that's already overstretched? You're going to stretch it even more. It's going to be even more overstretched. And you could even get weaker too. I'm not saying not to stretch the back of your neck because there's tension in there, so you can stretch it. But the key, the hidden secret to getting rid of that stiff neck with the right stretches after you're doing trigger point work, muscle balance, now you're on stretching for your neck, is to release the front of your neck. How do you do that? Well, you can stretch the front of your neck by holding the muscle and fascia down on one side. Let's say I'm stretching the whole front of my left side here. You can grab and pin everything here, pull it down, while you take your opposite ear to your other shoulder. So try this at home. Hold it down, bring your opposite ear to your shoulder. Now look over the corner of that eye, that left eye if you're stretching that side, same side eye. Ear to shoulder, look over the eye, and trap and pull everything down here. You're going to feel an amazing stretch in the front of your neck, not the back of your neck. Those are your scalene muscles, etc. Now, is it where your stiff neck is? No. Is your pain always, is the source of your pain always where it's really coming from? Where you're feeling it? Actually, no. You may be feeling a stiff neck here, but the source often could be the front of your neck. So, stretch the front of your neck, which are the short, tight muscles, more than the opposite, which are the elongated, overstretched muscles. Okay? Now, we've done 3 steps. We've got more steps to do to really fix, eliminate, cure your neck, your stiff neck for good, way beyond just the best treatment for your neck pain. What is step 4? Well, after you've done the get rid of your trigger points, you have good muscle balance, you've stretched, now you're ready to do some good corrective exercise, more body strengthening exercises that will give you a lot more functional stability for your neck, so it's the glue to make it all stick. You need the glue to make steps 1 through 3 stick. If you don't have the glue, it'll just all fall apart like Gumby. If you ever seen that character Gumby, who's very flimsy and flexible, but kind of falling apart. So make sure you get the glue in there to stick for the first 3 steps and do the right strength training. Not necessarily with weights, but it could be really good body strength training exercises. And that would be for your shoulder stabilizers in your back, for your hips, your core, and for your neck. The final step is in this series here would be to do the right cardio exercises as well. Now, these 5 are very important, but will it fix your stiff neck for good after you're doing the best treatment for your stiff neck? It still may not. Why is that? Well, you guessed it, there's many other factors that actually can go into your stiff neck beyond the best treatment in the world. So again, you may do the world-class greatest treatment ever, yet you still may be managing your stiff neck. But you don't want to manage it, right? You want to get rid of it for good. So other things such as how to sit correctly, which I show you on some of the videos on this channel, how to sit properly with your ear over your shoulder, computer screen eye level, how to stand correctly, how to walk correctly, how to sleep correctly. I go in how to sleep correctly in my book that's on Amazon, the Back and Neck Pain Relief book, and it really talks about why you should sleep on your back for the correct alignment of your neck and shoulders, not your side or your stomach. You can do everything correctly, yet if you're going to go sleep on your side or stomach, that may negate all the amazing work that you do. Why? Because you sleep 8 hours out of your 24. maybe 7, maybe 6. Either way, if you're sleeping only 6, that's 25% of your day. That's huge. 25% of your day in a posturally distorted position is enough recipe to give anybody a terrible stiff neck no matter what else they do. So sleep on your back if you can and try and retrain your body to do that. Other things such as managing your emotional state, emotional stress, that is huge. You may be doing everything correctly, yet if you're avoiding managing your emotional state, i.e. anger, i.e. trauma, things that you need to heal from, that will for sure manifest in your neck, creating a stiff neck daily, constantly, where everything you do is just a Band-Aid, okay? So I hope that helps. I'm Michael Greenspan, neuromuscular therapist, pain relief specialist, and owner of the Back and Neck Relief Center, Massage Revolution in Manhattan Beach, where we have LA's largest team of neuromuscular trigger point pain relief specialists. We're here to help you if you need, or there's many ways to self-treat yourself at home. Either way, I wish you a pain-free, healthier life for good.